Alright, last day in E3, we just wrapped up the giant show. What I could sum it up with basically, it was the E3D. Almost every single thing that we saw that was fantastic was in 3D. Killzone 3D was fantastic. The Nintendo DS 3D was also just as fantastic. Final Fantasy XIV, not quite sure if it's going to be in 3D, but played it in 3D. 3 screens on the PC, looked beautiful. All the other games that we saw were really great, but this particular E3 was all about 3D. So if you want to know more about it, check out the site, Gogotron.com.
Alright, so we're doing E3 impressions. E3 is finally over. We're all tired and hungover, and I haven't really slept in a while. Had to say, I bring heavy heart, I have to admit this, but Nintendo had the best showing this year. 3DS, incredible, best lineup, best series of publishers. I didn't see Sony, or I played the Sony Move for a little bit. I like it a lot more than I like the Kinect, but I am excited about the Kinect interface, but I didn't think they had the software to back it up this year. Bethesda put on a great showing with Fallout New Vegas, and I'm excited about Hunted. Brink didn't impress me at all. The big disappointment this year for me was definitely Twisted Metal. I got to sit down with one of the developers and play it for a little bit, and they're moving away from the black storyline where it's completely dark, and they're going for a more universal appeal, which really, do we need that? I mean, you've already got the Move for the kids. You don't need to have Twisted Metal for that. Twisted Metal is for the hardcore fans, and I don't like the idea, which seemed to be a common theme in E3 this year, that we're getting away from the hardcore gamers. I get it from a business standpoint, but I don't like it from a gamer standpoint. Other than that, Portal 2 looked fucking incredible. I'm very excited for it. A lot of new gameplay elements that are going to be interesting. So we'll see what happens in the coming year.
Okay, so E3 is over. It's done. Had a lot of fun today. Played a lot of games. Today was a big game day. The first thing I tried was Skyward Sword: Legend of Zelda, and I really liked it. A lot of people are saying that they didn't enjoy it too much, but I thought it was really fun, and it's kind of like Wind Waker meets Twilight Princess, and is a little bit nostalgic for me, so I'm looking forward to that coming out. And then we got to see a preview of Call of Duty Black Ops. I'm not a big FPS person, but that actually seemed pretty cool. I might look into it when it comes out. Pretty much just a lot of walking and standing in lines and trying to meet people or get in with press stuff. I got to try the new Twisted Metal. Corey was saying he didn't like it because it kind of went back from like a more mature thing to a less mature thing. But the last Twisted Metal I played was the first one for the PlayStation. So it seems pretty fun. It's a little bit different because they added in like helicopters and stuff like that. So I'd have to say that after trying Kinect and the PlayStation Move, I prefer the PlayStation Move more. It's just more interesting and more fun to play with. It has better games, and the controls everything seems to work a little bit better with the Move as opposed to the Kinect. So that was today. Overall, E3 was really fun. I enjoyed it. It was my first E3. My feet and legs are killing me, but I met a lot of cool people and got to get to know everybody in the video game industry. And hopefully next year they'll remember me, and I'll get to meet more people. So that's
it. So yeah, E3 is my first E3 ever. And it felt really cool. It was my first chance to really network with people, get a feel for the community. It was really good insight. I mean, as far as the showroom floor went, there was a lot of things I wanted to see that some of them we just didn't have time for. Couple things like Star Wars Old Republic, just didn't even see a booth for it, but pretty excited about that. A lot more MMOs than I expected. I was just talking to a friend the other day saying how there needs to be more variety in the MMORPG kind of scheme of things. I know it's not like too popular, but I guess there's more than expected. But yeah, it was a really cool show floor. I mean, people have said that there was cooler last year, or maybe there's been way better ones in the past. For me, I was really blown away by a couple things. Um, Rock Band, incredible. Just everything that they were showing off there. It was, just teaching you how to actually use the real instruments. It's a rhythm game, so it's good that they're taking in that direction. Um, I really like that, everyone said before that there's the other conventions, like compared to CES, it's more business. This is kind of more party. But I still got the feeling that even though everyone was having a good time and everything, there's still plenty of room to be professional, a lot of networking, getting to know all the different companies and all the people involved. So that was really neat. And yeah, just had a really good time with everything, meeting everybody. Got to see what it's like to be in the position of an actual, not so much journalist, but I guess, just writing my thoughts, saying how I feel about things, and it really gave me a chance to, I guess, express myself a little bit easier with how I felt about games, because I've just been playing them, and then now firsthand I get to see how much time these people are putting into their developing, and that they're actually listening to the gamers and not just making, whatever because the company said to. So I thought that was really good. And yeah, hope to see a lot more coming years of E3.
Hey, is it on? Is it going? Am I supposed to talk? Oh, hey, what's going on, guys? Just want to give a quick recap of basically our trip to E3, everything that we saw, everything that we did. Saw a lot of cool stuff, a lot of kind of pretty shitty stuff too at the same time, but we won't even talk about that. First thing I did as soon as I got in the convention center, boom, straight to NBA Jam. Fucking phenomenal. Nash and Amari on the Suns destroyed these two random kids that they're playing as the Lakers. Just dominated them like 62-52. It was awesome. Then from there, we went over and checked out Marvel vs. Capcom 3, which looks awesome. I tried to play it, and I just couldn't pull off anything. I maybe had a couple cool combos in there, but overall, I was just terrible at the game. And they were playing. I got next rules, so me and Josh couldn't play together. At the same time, we just had to wait for this kid, just watch him dominate everybody that stood in the line with him. Beyond that, I got to check out Call of Duty Black Ops. Oh man, that game looks amazing. It's more of the same Call of Duty style, but they implemented pilotable vehicles, and the levels with the vehicles on them in the campaign, they're actually not on a rail, so you're not moving, the level doesn't control what you move. You actually control your helicopter, you get to fly it around both sticks, you get to shoot, do everything on it. Game looks amazing, looks beautiful. We took a tour of the Gunner Optics bus. Gunner Optics and SteelSeries didn't have an actual booth so much as it was a bus outside of the convention center, but it was nice. They gave us the hookups, they gave us free drinks, they took real good care of us. We got to experience the new Gunner 3D glasses. They look really cool. Gunner's also coming out with a new line of glasses for their basically the non-amber tinted eye strain reduction glasses, I guess, for lack of a better term. But then same bus was the SteelSeries booth, so we got to check out the cool new mice, the cool new headsets that were coming out. I actually got a preview of a mouse that's out now, actually, so it's not really a preview, I guess, but it's just a regular wired mouse. I think it had 7 buttons on it, but it also had the ability to program macros inside the mouse itself. So without any drivers, you can plug this mouse in and still retain all your macros and whatever you had set up on the mouse. You could literally, because nobody plays EVE Online, everybody just macros the hell out of it. So you could actually, instead of using a program, assign all the macros to your mouse and just have your mouse play EVE Online for you. It's phenomenal. The headsets that they were showing off were so cool too. They had the earpieces on them actually detached from the top of the headset, which makes it super easy to transport. They had just contacts on there, just when you plug it into the actual headband on the top, and makes it. I don't know how many headsets I've broken just because I threw it in a bag and you couldn't take it apart. These things, they looked great, they sounded great, fit well, everything was cool about them. Beyond that, not a whole lot else I really want to talk about. I know the other guys here from Golgatron are going to go into a bit more detail about a couple other games, but just wanted to give you guys a quick shout out. So, hey, this is Belial signing out.